Welcome back. Now that we have an API key and we have it restricted and we added all of the dependencies that we wanted to have, let's go ahead and make a class that will do something with that response. So we get a response, and the things that we care about is the location data, meaning the latitude and longitude, as well as the geocoding response, which will be basically the response that we get here. You see, this is a list that we get as results. So we get the results as well as details about the status. So here we get the status at the bottom. So results is a list of geocoding results. Okay, so it contains multiple items. So this is item number 1, and actually there is only one item inside of that list, but it could be multiple results that we get from that API key response or that API call response. Okay, so then we also need to understand what those results are. So we're going to create another data class that will contain the formatted address, which is the only thing that we care about. So we're going to get basically a list of formatted addresses that we care about. And let's look at how we are going to do that inside of Android Studio. So therefore, I'm going to create a new Kotlin file class, a data class. Yeah, data class should be fine. And I'm going to call this one location data. Location data, yeah, that should be fine. So this data class will have a latitude of type double and a longitude of type, and each time I write that, I write it incorrectly, of type double as well. So that will be the location data. Very simple. But then I also will have a data class which will take care of geocoding response. And that response, I care about the results, which is going to be a list of, and this one will be a list of geocoding result. Okay, and coding like so. Now this does not exist, so we will need to create a data class that is called like that, which will basically only have one information, and that will be formatted underscore address, which is of type string. And then finally, I want to have the status here. So string, and this needs to be separated by a comma. So where do I get all of these details from? Well, basically this page. So I did one call just to see what the response would look like that I would get. And you see, I basically get location data, which is latitude and longitude somewhere in here. So you see northeast, then I get the location, basically this one here, latitude, longitude. So this looks quite promising. Then I also get a status, which is this status right here. And I get results. If you look at results, this one here, which contains a list of, and whatever this piece here is going to be our geocoding result. This one here, this data class that we created. And the only thing that we care about is the formatted address. So this thing here, which we then can convert into an actual address. Okay, or actually it should already be an actual address, but the location that we selected is garbage, probably. That's why we get this weird kind of result. So if we were to use a different latitude and longitude, and let's actually try that. Well, I will not be able to try it anymore because I locked my key. I would have to unlock it and so forth. We're going to see it inside of the application. All right, so that's it for this video, where we have set up the data classes that we're going to use, and you saw where they came from. So basically they came from the response that we get, or the structure of the response that we have gotten from our API call to the geocoding API. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.